This is so exciting.
I know, right?
Are you nervous?
Hell no, girl, we got this.
All right, you know it. Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, where's the studio at?
I don't know. Why don't we just try opening all the doors?
What could possibly go wrong?
Ew, disgusting.
Deshaun? That's not the studio. But wait. Okay.
Rachel, what are you doing?
Oh.
We got a show to shoot.
Oh.
Come on.
Hey!
We made it!
We made it!
Welcome to Houston Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Lauren Leal and Rachael Oranje.
Welcome in to Houston Sports Show. We have made it. We are your hosts. I'm Lauren Leal.
I'm Rachael Oranje. You can introduce me too if you want.
Well, you call yourself Game Day OJ too, right?
This is true. Play on words. Y'all get it. I ain't got to explain it to y'all. But hey, it's a brand new show. Mama, we made it. I hope you're watching. Shout out to mamas.
Yeah, shout out to all the mamas out there. I mean, we have been so excited. So much work has been put into this show, and we cannot wait for you, the viewers, to just see it all unfold. And you'll figure out why she's called Game Day OJ later on.
Oh,
The juice, right?
I feel like you're implying something here. And also, I got a bone to pick with the producer, with Jerome. Why I gotta be in the strip club in the intro? Like, why me? She's the dancer.
Yeah,
Hey.
right. You have met yourself, right?
I mean, that and we'll see it a little bit later on too, why maybe you were in there.
You know what? I know who I am. I know what I am. I ain't got nothing to say about that. So maybe they're right. We'll figure it out.
Of the two of you, which one is most likely to be late to the show because she's at a strip club?
You? I'm just kidding. It's me. I'll own it. Lauren is the good girl of the show. However, you know, she can get a little sassy with it too.
Hey, and you'll see that later on too in one of my segments, The Real Deal with me, Lauren Leal. And we got so much to get to. You want us to get it started?
Let's get it started. Let's go.
Here we go, Houston Sports Show. Let's get it.
It's time for Real or Fake.
They're real and they're spectacular.
Here are Lauren and Rachael.
We kick it all off with Real or Fake, which we will predict headlines near future or the long term on what is real and what's going to be fake. So let's get it started with the first one. This week, Charles Barkley made some comments about cancel culture. So we want to know, Rachael, Charles Barkley will refrain from making fat jokes about San Antonio women for the next 2 years. Real or fake?
Fake. Absolutely fake. You know that man cannot resist. Have you seen that halftime show? They say whatever the heck they want, whenever the heck they want. And you ain't taking Charles Barkley, who has been in the game for this many years, doing whatever the heck. You're not changing him. I guarantee you he's going to give it up. He's going to give up them big old San Antonio women eating them churros. I'm trying to, that's my impression. But no, he's going to do it. What do you think?
Okay, well, I mean, he's been with that show since 2002, right, inside the NBA, and so he said he's been on there longer than he expected, so he could just say peace out.
Too much money. Too much money. All right, Lauren, and speaking of money, these two guys, they got a lot of it. Pat Mahomes and Tom Brady, and they made a little bit more money doing the cover of Madden together, which is like unheard of. Now that brings me to ask the question, the real or fake, Pat Mahomes will one day go from the baby goat to a grown-ass goat.
Real. He will be the GOAT, not just the mini GOAT, not just the baby GOAT, whatever you want to call him, because he's going to go on. I mean, drafted in 2017, he's already been in back-to-back Super Bowls. Yes, he didn't win this past year, but the year before that. And you look at his percentages. I mean, yeah, he's really mobile on the ground, which doesn't last long, but he's got the arm to go with it too. What do you think?
You know what? Pat Mahomes, Andy Reid got a great offensive line in front of him, so it really doesn't matter how mobile he is, in my opinion. I think he's going to last a long time. The dude knows how to not get hit. He gets the ball out really quick. I agree with you. He will one day be the GOAT, but he better play a little bit better than he did in the last Super Bowl.
All right. So let's move on to the GOAT of Houston. Seriously, we want to know, and I want to know what you think too. Simone Biles will be all-around gold Olympic medalist this year.
Real, absolutely real, because you just said it in the induction, right? Simone Biles is the GOAT of all GOATs. There are very few people in this world. There's a lot of good athletes. There's not a lot of people you can say are literally the best at what they do, and that is her.
Yeah, and she was named to the cover of Glamour magazine this week, so congrats on that, Simone. And I mean, yeah, she has 25 gold medals. I mean, how many rooms can you put that in?
She's not even 25 years old.
She's not. But she's doing well, and I think she's going to do great in Tokyo this year too.
Absolutely.
I believe it's real. She will get the
We
gold.
believe in you, Simone.
We believe in you, and good luck. Hey, don't go anywhere. We are just getting cranked up here on Houston Sports Show. When we come back, comedian, sports host, producer Barry Laminack breaks down some current sports comedy you don't want to miss. Plus, if you think TV Rachael is wild, just wait until you see what's trending on her Twitter. That's coming up on Viralicious. And get juiced up with Game Day OJ. She'll teach you a thing or two about some upcoming games. Don't go anywhere.
More Houston Sports Show after these messages. Now it's time for BS with Barry.
All right, welcome back in the Houston Sports Show. We're off to a rousing start, and it only gets better from here. Up next, stand-up comedian, our in-house funny man, the host of Barry on Deck on YouTube. This is BS with Barry and Barry Laminack.
Yeah, but it's been a while, so I don't have on pants. Can we just make sure? I'm Barry Laminack, and this isn't what happened in sports. Let's start in the NFL, where former NFL QB Tim Tebow will now be playing tight end for the Jacksonville Jags this year. The surprising part, Tebow's football career outlasted his virginity. Cam Newton was asked for his thoughts on Patriots drafting rookie QB Mac Jones. Newton said, he wears white after Labor Day, but I guess he's all right. Word out of Green Bay is that Aaron Rodgers wants the GM fired. No word on whether Rodgers will allow the fans to return or if he wants them replaced as well. From the world of the NBA, James Harden is denying reports that he sent rapper Saweetie, I don't think I said that right. Saweetie, nope. $100,000 to go on a date with him. Not the first time Harden used the charity line to score. See, because the free throw is the charity. Okay. Listen, it's not Harden's fault that this happens, like a lot of stuff just falls into his lap. Huh? All right. Miami Heat president Pat Riley was fined $25,000 for going on a radio show and telling LeBron James that there was a key under the mat if he wanted to come back to Miami. So he basically got fined for not knowing how to text. God, it's such a shame that old people don't know how to slide into DMs. Kevin Durant's personal bodyguard ran onto the court during a fight Durant was having with PJ Tucker, and as usual, his barber was nowhere to be found. We do love a good Durant hair joke on this show. Hey, moving on to baseball. Former MLB player Barry Bonds made his Westminster Dog Show debut with his miniature schnauzer. I think we have a picture of, well, that's not obvious. Bryce Harper took a 97-mile-an-hour fastball to the face recently. The ball hit Harper so hard you could practically hear fans laughing. Yeah, I don't get that one either. In other sports news, the Tokyo Olympics are reportedly giving athletes 150,000 condoms to be used in the Olympic Village. And with that much action at the games, maybe they should replace those famous Olympic rings with Nuva rings. During a UFC 263 press conference, Nate Diaz was seen smoking a joint. Boy, you gotta love a fighter who brings his own scale to weigh-ins. PGA golfer Mark Hinsby was assessed a 10-shot penalty after using the wrong ball in a tournament recently. Wrong ball. You know, that reminds me of a time when Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, who, after having a testicle removed due to testicular cancer, showed up at a game ready to play, and there was a sign in the stands that said he should take his ball and go home. I didn't write that. That's just true. Jump shot, always a little off after that. And finally, American middle distance runner Shelby Houlihan has been banned from the sport for 4 years after testing positive for the steroid nandrolone. Houlihan blamed the positive test on a pork burrito. Oddly, pork burritos are also keeping me out of the Olympics. Seriously, I'm not saying it can't be true, but I eat a lot of burritos, and I don't run any faster now. Well, except to the toilet. I'm Barry Laminack. That's not what happened in sports.
If it's hot and happening, it's viralicious.
Thanks so much, Barry. You never know what he's going to say, but always brings a laugh. All right, it is time for Viralicious, one of my favorite segments, but who am I kidding? Rachel's the queen of this. She always finds things, all things trending, whether it's social media or whatnot, right?
It's true. I always be on the gram, always be on that Twitter, baby.
And speaking of game day, we're going to start it out with Game Day OJ. This week, the Atlanta Hawks shocked the world with consecutive wins, and Rachel went off. Check this out. What are you doing there? You're just like chilling. It's like midnight.
It was a happy dance. And the game ended kind of late. It was a happy dance. But you said they just won 2 games. That's not true. They won 2 games from double-digit deficits. And normally, as an Atlanta fan, normally that's us doing that, not the other team. We're the ones that blow leads. But leave it to good old Doc Rivers to, give us the dib.
Well, and speaking of who they went against and beat, the 76ers, we found a not too happy fan. Look what you did to this guy.
Look at this McDougal. He's living in his mama's basement, and he spent everything on that seat right there, and just crushed his heart. And let me tell you, Philly fans in general, Philly sports fans, but 76ers fans have just been so vocal.
Well, because they've been in that number 1 spot.
They have.
They have been.
But they're known for being obnoxious, and I'm going to laugh at this.
Well, bringing it back home to Houston, where the Astros were hitting hard this week, but a former Astros ace had something to say when asked about his pitching techniques.
It's hard. I mean, it's so hard to grip the ball. I just, for Pete's sake.
For Pete's sake, Rachel.
For Pete's sake.
For Pete's sake. I mean, can you make out what he is saying?
Garrett, we get it. Baseball is tough, and it's really tough when you ain't cheating. Just go. Just go.
Well, hey, each and every week we'll bring you the best of what's trending and something you may have missed. And this week we brought you Game Day OJ.
Hey, I'm here for it.
When we return, learn some tips and tricks from Game Day OJ in The Juice. And I'll introduce you to Real Deal with me, Lauren Leal. That's up next.
Stay tuned for more Houston Sports Show. Now it's time for The Juice with Game Day OJ, aka Put Your Money Where Rachel's Mouth Is.
Welcome to 2021, America. Thanks to New Jersey, that's 4 words you never thought you'd hear, right? Gambling can now be legal in any state, and it's growing so quick. It's legal now in over 24 states, and you see this right here, that gray area? That's Texas, obviously. Red states, not legal. Green states, legal. Blue states, pretty legal. But yeah, the gray area right here, that's my favorite area to operate in life. All jokes aside, sports betting in Texas is just that, a gray area. Now look, many experts think that in 2023, we're gonna be off to the races, both literally and figuratively. Regardless, every single one of us has sports betting already at the palm of our fingers with our cell phones, laptops, smartwatches, you name it. Sports betting companies are thriving. Hell, you can even purchase stock in them. And we the fans, we want a piece of that too. Maybe 2 pieces. The excitement and level up to what a small wager on a game can bring upgrade sports to new levels. I mean, sports betting can even make the Houston Texans fun and exciting to watch. No, seriously, I'm serious. Try it. I did it. With that being said, I want to introduce to you The Juice, a weekly sports betting segment on this show brought to you by moi, Rachael von Oranje, aka Game Day OJ. Get it? Get it? Like juice? Like juice and sports betting and also my last name? Whatever, you get it. Anyways, look, what I will be doing versus what I will not be doing. Look, we'll do lines, point totals, and props. Look, they don't call me the point total queen for nothing, baby. Everybody loves props. K-props, team total props, player props. Everybody gets a prop. Say it with me now. Even those crazy Super Bowl props like how long will the halftime show be? How many in-game Snapchat videos will Mahomes' obnoxious wife post? Or one of my personal favorites, courtesy of Janet Jackson right here in H-Town. Will somebody please show us their... Hey. Watch that. Oh, sorry, my bad. Despite its recent explosion in popularity in American sports betting, especially in Colorado, look, I'm not going to be dishing out Russian table tennis picks. Like, that's how I know people in Colorado are high, is because they literally bet more money on that than anyone else. I will not do parlays. They're just not smart, unless, you know, it's something super juicy that maybe I could tease it down a little bit. And I'm not doing arbitrage betting, okay? No nerdy, advanced stats type of betting. Heck no. This is for fun. This is for kicks. KISB. Keep it simple, baby. Is that how it goes, right, y'all? Okay. And there you have it. I'm done talking. The juice is on the loose. Here are some of my favorite bets of tonight. All right, y'all. We coming out hot. Quick, get the Houston Texans sitting at 4.5 wins as the line for the 2022 NFL season. I'm absolutely taking the under. Now, look, they only won 4 games last year, and that was with Deshaun Watson. And, you know, general consensus is that he ain't going to be playing this year. So what, is Davis Mills the answer? No, absolutely not. I'm pretty sure the Texans tipped their hand with what their game plan was for the 2022 season when they took him with their first draft pick in the 3rd round. Look, I hate to tell you this, but Houston could be the worst team in 2022. Perhaps they could be one of the worst teams in history. Yeah, I'm taking the Texans under 4.5 wins. Secondly, I got the Vikings to win their division because, look, while the Bears are trying to convince you that Andy Dalton is QB1 and Aaron Rodgers probably won't be playing for Green Bay, the Vikings are just laying patiently, quietly lurking in the weeds, ready to surprise the world. And lastly, look, guys, I got the Astros tomorrow. I don't normally bet baseball, but it's as simple as this. Keuchel versus McCullers. Which beer do you trust more? I trust McCullers, baby.
Now it's time for The Real Deal with Lauren Leal.
Hey guys, welcome to Real Deal with Lauren Leal. In this part of the show, I get to take over. For the first episode, I figured I'd let you in on who I am and why I'm here, of course. I graduated from the University of Houston, go Cougs. That's right, I'm a homegrown Houston gal and love the city with all my heart. I hosted Cougar football and basketball games while I was on campus sporting the red and white. Our lovely, most diverse city in America means we have the best foods from all over the world, for real. However, if you want to see Happy Lauren, I need some chips, salsa, queso, then I'll be good to go. I've been blessed with incredible experiences to work for just about every major professional sports franchise in our awesome city, starting with the Houston Astros when I was a Park Patrol member, which later developed into, as you know them, the Shooting Stars. Believe it or not, I had to learn how to make balloon animals to give to fans. I promise you, you didn't want mine. I'll stick to covering sports right here. I followed that up with becoming a Houston Texans cheerleader. Oh, and you'll still see me on the sidelines this season as I'm involved with the organization and HTC alumni. I worked full-time with the Houston Rockets, which definitely was a cool experience and opened my eyes to all things game day production. Not to mention, speaking with the superstars was pretty awesome too. Like the Beard, James Harden, Clint Capella, Give It Everything guy, Patrick Beverly, and so many more. Alongside the stadiums and arenas, you may have caught me on ESPN Radio or other shows like Texas Sports Nation and the Rice Owl Sports Show. But hey, I'm just a gal doing what I'm passionate about in H-Town. I love my journey and wouldn't change it for the world. But it ain't over yet. It's just getting started right here on Houston Sports Show. Get ready because each week I'll lay out my sports takes, giving you the best insight and knowledge because hello, it's me. I'm just kidding. But just wait and see. This has been The Real Deal with Lauren Leal. Hey, stay right there. We are not done yet here on Houston Sports Show. We'll be back in a minute. Hey, you enjoy Houston Sports Show on TV? Well, get a kick out of Houston Sports Show on the radio. Check us out every Sunday morning at ESPN 97.5.
More Houston Sports Show after these messages.
All right, everybody, that about wraps up the very first episode of the Houston Sports Show revamped. Jerome, boss, how we do?
Outstanding. You know, a couple little quirks along the way, but you know, you can always do better. I can't just give you all A pluses.
Of course, that's what Jerome's gonna say. Thanks so much. But yeah, that, like she said, that wraps up our show. But it was so much fun. We'll be back here each and every week.
Absolutely, we're gonna be back here each and every week. Hey, Lauren, I got a question real quick. Sunday's almost here. Father's Day's almost here. What are you doing for Father's Day?
Well, I will actually be out at the Astros game with my family. My mom surprised my dad with some Astros tickets, so we're going to see the Game 4 of this series against the White Sox.
Is your mom trying to steal your shine? Wait, you said your mom got your dad a present. You didn't say you got him a present. Are you a bad daughter?
No!
All right.
He'll get his too from me.
That's cool. Well, my father is my grandfather, and I think I'm going to take him on a fishing trip, or at least, yeah,
Fun.
that's what we're trying to do. So, yeah.
Down in Galveston?
Absolutely.
Always. Love it.
Good
Love
times.
it.
Good times.
All right. Thank you so much for everyone for hanging out with us, tuning in, and watching us. We'll be here, like we said, each and every week, 10 p.m. Saturday, CW39. Hang out with Game Day OJ, myself, Jerome Solomon, as well, and the BS with Barry crew. And we'll see you next week.
You're watching Houston Sports Show on CW39 Houston.